Good afternoon. My name is Cristian Camilo Castaño Garcia, and this is English 5. Today, I want to ask you a question. What happens if you study hard? What happens if you study hard? There's a common question in English for all students from every single level. And you can answer that question using zero conditional. So let's take a look at this. What happens if you study hard? Zero conditional. Now, with zero conditional, we can always talk about different things in the present, stating that when you are predicting something in the present and you are sure about the result in the present, it is going to happen. So we establish a real fact in the present or a condition in the present, and we add a result or a consequence in the present. That's why we say zero conditional is if plus present result in present. Now, if you want to establish or create our own examples in order to understand zero conditional, here I have some actions for you. Take a look at this. Action number 1, you can see the boy here with his paper of results. So we have the first action, get good scores. Get good scores. Number 2, do my homework. Do my homework. Number 3, learn. Learn. Number 4, read. Read. And number 5, finish early. Finish early. With these expressions, we can create our own examples in zero conditional. For example, if you get good scores, your parents are going to congratulate you. Or if she finishes early, she can spend all the rest of the afternoon watching TV or listening to music. If he reads more, he learns about the subject. Now, let's put into practice what we already know using our previous actions. Here we have the title again, zero conditional. And look, a grammar tip for you. We need to use a conjunction, and that conjunction is if. When do we use if? We use if we want to talk about something that might happen with certain probabilities and certain uncertainties. Now, let's take a look at this. Besides from the conjunction if, we need to know that both condition and result are in simple present. Both condition and result are in simple present. Look at this. Number 1, if you read books, present simple, if you read books, you learn a lot. Present simple as the grammar tip. Both condition and result are in present simple. If you read books, you learn a lot. If she does her homework, notice again the present simple. If she does her homework, she gets good scores. If she does her homework, she gets good scores. Both examples are in present simple, and both of them are using conjunction if to talk about something that might happen, in this case, in the present. If she does this in the present, she gets this in the present. Now, coming back to the beginning of this lesson, our question, what happens if you study hard? Well, lots of things might happen if you study hard, but let's take a look at our examples. What happens if you study hard? If I study hard, I get good scores, of course, because you're putting much effort in your results. If I study hard, I learn a lot. It's obvious that when someone is studying harder, is making more efforts, is being more disciplined and dedicated to their studies, they're going to learn a lot. They're going to improve their skills. And that's why we use the zero conditional in order to let the other people understand that our condition is surely going to happen, both in present. That's what we do with zero conditional. Talk about present conditions with results in the present, and they are generally true. Finally, remember that zero conditional can be used both in positive and negative. And remember, zero conditional has both condition and result in present simple. So you will need to use don't and doesn't in order to create your negative sentences. Look at this question. What happens if you don't study hard? What happens if you don't study hard? You may say, if I don't study hard, I don't get good scores. Now here we have a different example, which is not related to the question. If she doesn't finish early, she has to stay at home. If she doesn't finish early, she has to stay at home. We created this example for you to help you understand the uses of don't and doesn't in zero conditional.